Welcome to Business Focus, a production of the Greater Reston Chamber of Commerce. I'm your host, LJ Wilson, and today we have Robin McClure, owner of Pinot's Palette Dulles. We're going to talk about how Pinot's Palette Dulles is connecting the Reston community to the art world. Thank you for coming to Business Focus, Robin.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
So, Robin, tell me about yourself.
Well, it all started 40-something years ago. Just kidding. I am a mom first and foremost, very happy, but I'm also, my oldest is now in college, very exciting, and my youngest is a junior in high school. We've been in the Herndon and Reston area for 20-something years, so I'm very involved in the community. I play tennis here in Reston and enjoy that very much, and started my career with a company called Decorating Den Interiors, which is also here, and we also have a member of Reston Chamber, which is wonderful too.
Reston Chamber member.
Yay! But I was working quite a bit and traveling. I've been in the world of franchising through that company and marketing and helping lots of people get into their own business and being involved in beautiful things and lifestyle business. And also very involved in the community for charitable works and working with my kids' schools, fundraisers and that sort of thing. And I also am involved with a colon cancer foundation that was called Chris for Life. And that's pretty much me in a nutshell. I'm not a quiet person. I'm very active and busy. When I decided to leave Decorating Den Interiors, which I don't think I'll ever really leave, they'll always be my business family, but my son was looking at colleges. I wanted to stay a little bit closer to home, and decided to just kind of do a little bit of marketing and some event planning, and I started what we call Fun Robin LLC. So,
which goes well with you because you are Fun Robin.
Yeah, so that's how that came about. So that's a little bit about me, but I got my Fun Robin brand basically from doing a lot of volunteer work and working with other people who are a little more organized. And I actually happen to work with somebody who's also named Robin, who was very organized. So she was Organized Robin, and I got to be Fun Robin.
I love this already. So Robin, how did Pinot's Palette Dulles come about?
Well, so as I started to mention, I decided to leave Decorating Den corporate world because I was doing a lot of traveling, which I enjoyed very much, except for my son was looking at colleges and about to leave, and you can't get that time back. So I decided I wanted to be more rooted in my own community here in Reston and Herndon. And I had seen and looked into other lifestyle franchise businesses and came across the paint and sip industry, and in particular Pinot's Palette, and they were just an incredibly innovative and very prevalent in social media. And I thought to myself at the time, wow, that's a fun business. So when it was my turn, after helping many other people get into their own businesses, I was doing some marketing, and I thought, you know, I love franchising. I love the concept of that. It's being in business for yourself, not by yourself. Sorry to be cliche, but it's true. And to have the support of a brand and the technology and the marketing, but still to be able to run your own business locally is one of the benefits I feel of franchising. And I thought, what could I do? Well, I had been a Grace Art docent in my children's school for 11 years, so I've always had an appreciation for art. I can't draw a stick figure, and I'm not a talented artist by any stretch, but I do love it. And I also really like wine.
Who doesn't?
And so really, what's a better business for me but the paint and sip industry? And I didn't have to be an artist. I just have to understand business and marketing. And so that's kind of how it came about. And the dullest part of the Pinot's Palette, it's a franchise that is based in Houston, Texas. And so the closest metropolitan area was Washington, D.C. So when they first awarded me the franchise, I was Pinot's Palette, Washington, D.C. And I didn't think they understood very much the local concept. And because I hadn't found a studio space yet, they couldn't assign a specific, Reston, Herndon, and I ended up starting our mobile studio first, and we're focused on the Dulles corridor, and we're near the Dulles airport, and I think people can understand Dulles. That doesn't make them feel like we're really far away. So that's why Dulles, for Pinot's Palette Dulles, and because of art and wine.
I think it's a great combination, if I must say myself.
I agree.
So the Reston Chamber and Pinot's Palette Dulles are coming together for the Resourceful Women series, Discover Your Inner Artist. Can you tell me about this event?
Absolutely. Well, first, when I joined the Reston Chamber, which was one of the best business and marketing moves I did make, was wonderful. And there are so many great organizations within the organization, committees and groups and that sort of thing, and Resourceful Women was very appealing to me. So all the wonderful people and staff at the chamber definitely recommended going to a meeting. And so the very first meeting that I attended, they were talking about a fun winter activity. And one of the things I love about Resourceful Women is that it's always educational as well as fun and a networking opportunity. So they had talked about paint and sip, and naturally I jumped on that, and it evolved, and so we have now come to get a date set, and we're going to have a lot of fun to do it and network at the same time and learn a little bit about ourselves.
February 9th?
February 9th.
On Tuesday, 4 to 6:30?
Correct, and you register with the chamber like every other event.
And I understand there's a social media contest involved in this event. Can you tell me quickly about how that all works out?
Well, yeah, so we started the interview by talking about how Pinot's Palette Dulles is helping to connect with the Reston Chamber. And this is a really great way to be interactive. So not only for Resourceful Women, but people who are involved in the chamber or want to be involved and haven't yet joined into a specific committee. This is a really fun way to get involved. And so it's one of the hardest parts is to pick the painting. There are so many great paintings to choose from. It's in February, and we are all about, kind of heart and discovering our inner,
inner self.
Yes, absolutely. And in this particular case, our inner artist. And so we have a couple of different options, but on the committee, they really liked more of a floral design. So there are options that way, but you will be able to, the general public and part of Reston Chamber will be able to vote on which of 3 paintings we will actually paint on February 9th.
And if you want to do that, you can visit our Facebook page. We have the 3 paintings, and you can choose which one you think the ladies of the Resourceful Women of Reston Committee should choose to paint. Without further ado, Robin, thank you for joining me today. And if you are interested in learning more about Pinot's Palette Dulles, please visit www.pinotspalette.com/Dulles. Again, this is Robin McClure, owner of Pinot's Palette Dulles, and I'm your host, LJ Wilson, and thank you for joining us on Business Focus.